And welcome to another edition of Mysteries of the Unexplained. Now, the great UFO debate continues to rage as reports come in of strange shapes and lights in the sky, and even of people being transported to another world by aliens. Who do we believe? What is the truth?
Unidentified flying objects exist. It's a matter of interpretation as to what you believe they are. This man started it all in 1947. Kenneth Arnold reported saucer-like objects over Washington state. A flood of incidents followed. A strange object in the sky reported by fighter pilots. An encounter with alien beings. An unusual light seen from an American spacecraft. A police car hit by a glowing disc. All claiming to be encounters with UFOs. In 1980 at Rendlesham Forest in Suffolk, 3 US Air Force security patrolmen went to examine a strange light.
Watch. There it is. I see it too. What is it? We don't know. Can I get some? There's no doubt about it. There's some type of strange flashing red light ahead. It's yellow. I saw a yellow tinge in it too. Weird.
Well, joining me now to shed a little light on the mystery is Omar Fowler from the Phenomenon Research Association and Charles Leonard from Coventry University. Omar, let me start with you.
Yes.
Obviously you believe in these things, but have you actually seen any yourself?
Well, actually I have, yes. I'm not a person that sits out in fields at night looking for UFOs. My work is involved in interviewing people who claim they've seen them. And I've interviewed several hundred people, and there are obviously thousands of people that have seen them throughout the world. If I could just show you this. Currently, we have large triangles of this nature flying over Derbyshire and, in fact, all over the world. I'm in touch frequently with Japan and people in the States, and the old sources have long since gone, and we now have these large, silent, triangular craft flying over our countryside at night.
And you've actually seen one of these, have you?
I haven't, but we do have a little bit of video later which will show you one being intercepted.
Okay, because I want to know how you explain these phenomena. So let's just have a look at now at a film about such an object in Mansfield. Let's take a look at this. And Omar, you tell me about it. What's happening here?
Yes, 2 young miners were out trying out a new video camera, August 1994, and they saw this light flying at high speed across the town. It was about 10 to 12 at night. While they were watching it, 2 what appeared to be military helicopters started moving towards this light, which through binoculars they identified as a triangular shaped object illuminated at each corner. As the helicopters approached closer, suddenly the light disappeared.
And it dropped at a phenomenal rate, didn't it? Wasn't
Yes,
it? Was it like
it
2,000 feet to 100 in seconds?
That was actually in Belgium, when they were being chased by F-16s.
Right.
And they were tracked on radar and on camera guns and so on.
So that's your explanation. You believe that was a UFO. Now let me come to you, Charles. I mean, how would you explain something like the thing that we've just seen?
I think they're just natural phenomena. I mean, a small light aircraft has a triangular arrangement of lights on it, strobes, to prevent it colliding with other aircraft.
But would it be giving out that flickering light?
Oh, yes, it would. They flash.
And
That's exactly what happens.
So what about these stories then of aliens kidnapping humans? I mean, what would you say behind that is the truth?
Well, I think that's a pretty good one, but you know that the human race is very inventive. We like to con people. It's part of our psyche. And I think that's just another part of our romanticism, if you like. There's no hard evidence. People always have amnesia when about the actual event itself. And there's no solid evidence.
But people seem to get very itchy about it, don't they? Very uncomfortable about it. For instance, the Roswell tapes are going to be shown later on this year in August, which was a happening in New Mexico back in the 40s. I mean, and yet that was all kept secret and hidden. Why should that be?
But there is this myth that these things are kept secret, and you find them by chance, and it's all a load of rubbish, quite honestly, because in the 60s there was a program called The Search for Extraterrestrial Intelligence set up by well-known, very eminent astronomers, and they've to date found nothing. It's been going for 35 years. And I'd like to ask Omar how on earth these beings communicate.
Well, because, very briefly, because we're running out of time.
That's the sort of thing that we pick up on.
You're giving your judgment by modern technology. these people are thousands, or these aliens are thousands of years in advance of us. We can have no idea of how they move from one planetary system to another. And they are here, they are visiting us, and they are taking people at night.
Well, Omar, Charles, thank you very much. We've run out of time, unfortunately, but who's right? Well, the release of the Roswell text, which we were talking about earlier, in 2 months' time, may prove a turning point in the debate. Well, until then, and maybe in the great beyond, our two guests appear to be light years away from ever agreeing.